Naming a vice presidential nominee is typically a summer sport. Since 1980, presumptive POTUSes have waited to make the big unveiling until, on average, around 6 days before their party's conventions. Senator Ted Cruz, 82 days before the convention, and he's not even the nominee to be.
If I am nominated to be President of the United States, I will run on a ticket with my vice presidential nominee, Carly Fiorina.
That's a big if. Ms. Fiorina coming on board despite the fact Mr. Cruz has virtually no chance of securing his party's nomination without a contested convention.
This race, if anything, it is unused.
The last time a presidential candidate announced his vice presidential pick before it was clear he was the nominee was back in 1976, when at a contested Republican convention, the last one there's been, Ronald Reagan announced Pennsylvania Senator Richard Schweitzer as his running mate. His campaign hoped that would help Mr. Reagan win over Pennsylvania's uncommitted delegates, but Gerald Ford managed to nab the nomination, only to later lose to Jimmy Carter. In 1992, Bill Clinton chose Al Gore 4 days before the DNC. In 2000, Mr. Gore named Senator Joseph Lieberman 6 days before the DNC. George W. Bush that year deep-sixed other potential contenders, and 6 days before the RNC announced his pick was the head of his vice presidential search committee, Dick Cheney. The Cruz campaign, after Donald Trump's big wins on the East Coast, appears to be faltering, but the candidate hopes his Veep pick,
This is Carly Fiorina,
who was well regarded though roundly defeated in the primaries, will act as a vehicle to help Cruz cruise again. The risk? That voters may see it as a desperate times, desperate measures move, or an unpresidential precedent. That's today's campaign calculus.